The city of Halcyon Tower burned neon against the night sky. Millions of lights blinked from sky rises, disappearing into the clouds, while the hum of hovercars filled the air like an endless mechanical heartbeat. Down at street level, the rain turned everything into a blurry palette of pinks, blues, and violent reds. Nova adjusted the hood of her nanoweave jacket and ducked into an alley, heart pounding. Footsteps splashed in the puddles behind her, fast getting closer. She pressed herself against the wall, her breath catching in her throat. The chip she carried in her palm felt hot against her skin, almost as if it sensed the danger. If the government got it back, the truth about Halcyon's perfect society would be buried forever. Suddenly, a shadow flickered across the alley's entrance. "Nova!" a low voice called. "It's me!" Her stomach twisted. She knew that voice, would know it anywhere. She stepped out from the shadows and into the pale light. There he was, Kai. His dark hair was soaked, and a deep scar now slashed across his cheek, but his eyes, the color of storm clouds, were the same. "You shouldn't have come," she whispered. "I had to." His voice was urgent. "They're setting up checkpoints at every sector. You won't make it out alone." A screech tore through the air, drones scouting the alleyways. Nova's fingers itched toward the pistol holstered at her waist. "We don't have time. I have to get the chip to the uplink station in District 12. You'll never get past the ArcNet." Kai stepped closer and his hand brushed hers, light, electric, but together, maybe. Nova stared at him. Months ago, Kai had betrayed her, sold her name to the enforcers for a clean slate. But she'd learned something about love since then. It was messy, stubborn, stupid, and even now, even after everything, her heart still raced at the nearness of him. She should run, should pull her gun, should trust him. Instead, she nodded once. "All right," she said, her voice trembling. "Together." Kai gave a tight smile and pulled a small device from his jacket, a disruptor. One hit and the ArcNet would shatter long enough for them to slip through. They sprinted into the open street, the rain whipping into their faces. Drones hovered overhead, scanners flashing, but Kai tossed the disruptor high into the air. It burst in a silent explosion of silver light. The surveillance systems glitched, the ArcNet rippling like a broken mirror. "Now!" Kai shouted. They ran, weaving through the chaos, past screaming citizens, glitching billboards, enforcers firing blindly into the smoke. Nova clutched Kai's hand like it was the only thing real. But as they reached the edge of the sector, a figure stepped from the mist. Commander Reese. Her steel armor gleamed under the ruined sky. Her pulse rifle was already raised, aimed straight at Nova. "Drop it!" Reese barked. "The chip, now!" Nova froze. The world seemed to contract to the point of the rifle's barrel. But then Kai stepped forward, shielding Nova with his body. "She's not the enemy," he said, voice steady. Reese's lips curled into a cold smile. "And then you're both traitors." A shot rang out. Nova flinched, but it wasn't Reese who fired. Kai had moved impossibly fast, drawing his hidden weapon and hitting Reese square in the chest. She crumpled to the ground, armor sparking. The silence afterward was deafening. Nova stared at him, shocked. "You," she breathed. "I couldn't lose you again," Kai said simply. "Not this time." Without waiting for a reply, he tugged her forward. They burst through the last gate just as the ArcNet sputtered back to life behind them. Above, the city stretched endlessly, a labyrinth of danger and promise, but they were free for now, and they had each other. Nova looked at Kai, rain dripping from his lashes, chest heaving. Maybe tomorrow they would be hunted. Maybe tomorrow the city would chew them up and spit them out. But tonight she let herself hope. She leaned in and kissed him, hard, desperate, real. The neon lights flickered around them, and for a moment it felt like they were the only two people in all of Halcyon Tower.